So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very first all-action, all-athletic number 10. All those marauding runs from deep, going box to box, these weren't the sort of things expected from a playmaker back in his day.
Some really good ball movement. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Gullit. Nesta calmly anticipates. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. Ibrahimovic has got himself a free kick. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Arsenal controlling the possession in this early phase. And it's Seedorf. That is good progress on the left. Looking to play him in. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Seedorf. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos getting forward. Now it's Gullit. And this is Hazard. He's found, tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lahm has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Out for a throw. Vieira. That's an excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good ball, that too.
He won't be happy with that one. He's a sharp bit of ball here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hoeneß cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
That is a great pick out. Hazard. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Vitinha. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely spread. Ferdinand cuts out the pass.
Arsenal always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
Look at this, and Hullet! You've got to be quick to recover this. Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he welcomes it in. Now Mbappe! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Mbappe just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Vieira. This is a promising build-up. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And here is the first touch of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Vieira. Hernes. Can he get it through? Shoots! Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Vieira. And it's Seedorf. Hernes. And here's Seedorf. Caught offside that time. Well, that pass isn't the best. Lahm. Lahm going forward. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lahm. Hernes is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Can he spark a counter here?
Arsenal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Varane gets across to intercept that, and they can counter here. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nesta. And it's Lahm. Ibrahimovic looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Shot could be on. Chance for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the... and again! And he's stuck it away! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 21.
The two coaches
Mbappe.
are signalling changes here,
Number
both at the same
20,
time.
Ibrahimovic.
Arsenal have
Number
broken
14,
through. It's 1-0.
Manes.
Well, when the going gets
Number
tough, etc.,
22,
they
Seydorf.
can still turn this round, I
Coming
think.
on the field,
Now
number
it's
17,
Sneijder.
Suarez.
Lovely feet.
Number 18,
Good work on the right flank here.
Number 10, Bale.
Neither of these two want to come
Number
off second
42,
best. Chance! And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Luis Suarez. Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vitinha. And the counter is on. Looking for a runner. That's a little off target. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's Nedved. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And this is Luis Suarez. He's being charged, surely! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Good chance here! No, not quite.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Vieira. Lahm. And here's Suarez. And this is Roberto Carlos. And he whips it in. And that's in. And this is getting better and better. So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure.
Goes for a shot! Just off target.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Yaya Toure. That's Vieira. Now it's Luis
Added minutes has
Suarez.
been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Schneider. And he's managed to get free. Vieira. Lahm. Bale.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that's that. Arsenal can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody.
night,
Welcome
all
to
the
today's
ingredients
match.
for a showcase game
Arsenal
that the passionate
against
crowd
Lazio.
demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flow in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And they can counter here. Vitinha getting forward. Vieira. Roberto Carlos. And here's Mbappe. Driving forward. Seedorf. He's under a lot of pressure there. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries a shot! So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Lahm is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Seedorf ventures forward, trying to get out of a very sticky situation. And it's Vitinha. Can he get on the end of this? That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Lahm. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Nice control. Plays it across. And that's too far for anyone.
Arsenal really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Roberto Carlos. Now Hoeneß. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ah, that's a fine interception. Maldini. And it's Vitinha. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Nesta makes the interception. Hoeneß. Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Stood up well to him there. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now that's well seen too.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can hurt with their backs to goal.
That's been cut out, well played. game's first breakthrough goal. Ernest thinks about the shot. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. So a chance here. What can they make of it? Lahm is onto this. Cross into the box. Chance, surely! Can he spark a counter here? It's a good run he's making out on the left. Ambitious ball here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And here's Dembele. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's well spotted. Could be danger here. Dembele trying to keep this in. Wriggles his way through. And he cuts out the supply. And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Arsenal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK.
He's having a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Lahm with the short one. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And now they can spring out of defence. Vieira. And it's Vitinha. And here's Hullet. Lahm. That's a good foray he's making. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball.
And the finish! Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Ibrahimovic being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down.
Ibrahimovic! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Arsenal have their second corner now.
Arsenal, number 21, Mbappe. Number 20, Ibrahimovic. Number 14, Hannes. Number 22, Seedorf. Coming on the field, number 17, Suarez. Number 18,
Lahm is short.
Number 4,
Excellent challenge there,
Hazard.
uncompromising.
Number 42,
Lazio
Toure.
are looking to go
Substitution in
forward now.
progress.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vitinha, now it's Ibrahimovic. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. And he's managed to get free. Hazard. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. That's Vieira. The ball has bounced loose now. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, that's neat. And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Corner number 2 then. Keeper's dealt with that. Decent shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that's a sharp finish. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He saw that the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 2.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on to replace him
Lazio
is
have
number
penetrated
10,
for the first time.
Well, when the going gets
Substitutions
tough,
taking place.
etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
No, that's been intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And the counter is on. Rodri. Played through into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Yaya Toure. And here's Hullet. Rodri, the man that is tenacity personified. Arsenal could be just about done here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
And it's Yaya Toure. Hazard. Distributed tidily. Here's a chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Hazard. And here's Bale. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yaya Toure is in a good shoot! And it's in! And right near the end, we have parity. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Over to the right flank. And that's cause for mild irritation. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Pullet taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, we're in the presence of a true great of Italian football.
You're talking Bergomi?
Yeah, he can perform anywhere across the back four, and thanks to his discipline, he makes it all look seamless. Incredibly dogged and determined.
And that's an excellent interception. Shot a goal! Nearly, but not quite. Roberto Carlos. Good play on the left-hand side here. And here's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Mbappe. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Vitinha drills one in. Decent chance! And again! Goal! Lazio! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lazio do have a chance to counter here. Vieira. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Shoots! And he's stuck it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Seedorf really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Lazio are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to...
Towering header! And a neat finish! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Arsenal cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Lovely bit of skill. Stood up well to him there. And it's Vieira. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Seedorf stood his ground strongly. It's Asa! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Hoeneß. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bergomi. And it's Maldini. Here's Vitinha. Oh, nice touch, that's beautiful. Araujo, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has not gone well. Roberto Carlos. Hoeneß. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. That's very neat. Looking for the far post. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And it's Seedorf. Azar. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Azar. Seedorf. Azar. So what can they make of this?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Getting up there! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Vitinha. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great
There
vision.
will be 1 minute
That has
added
been
time.
cut short.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Vitinha. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, well played, plenty of numbers back. And it's half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain from parking outside this stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 21, Mbappe. Number 20, Ibrahimovic. Number 2, Roberto Carlos. Number 22, Seedorf. Coming on the field, number 9, Eto'o. Number 18, Gullit. Number 10, Bale. Number 8, Pele.
So, into the second half.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Bergkamp is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Arsenal do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Hazard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Vieira deals with that comfortably. Seedorf. Seedorf makes a move down the right. Seedorf, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run...
Takes a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Well, there... Dembele! And that was neither one thing nor the other.
Dembele really would relish another crack at that same challenge, I suspect.
Vieira, nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Aimed beyond the defence. Now, can they get him away? And he shoots! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Substitution.
Lazio can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Bale needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Hoeneß really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
This is a promising build-up.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, easy pickings there. Araujo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting... Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Lazio with the corner. They're first.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 14, Hannes. Coming on the field is number 4, Hazard.
Substitutions taking place.
Schneider plays it short. That's tidy. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Muscular approach does pay off here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Hazard. He's had it taken off him. Hazard. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Vitinha. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And that's a good ball. Chance here to counter. Eto'o charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Schneider.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Great ball, and he's in here. Pele with the cross. And that has been cleared. Azar. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. Bergomi gets across to intercept that.
2 added minutes has been
Eto'o
indicated.
really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He lifts the roof! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And that is that. Arsenal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
And a quick reminder
Eto'o
today that
picking up
parking
the
in
man of the
area
match
around the
award,
stadium is
and
strictly
no
forbidden.
surprise there.
Please use parking provided by the club or any
Arsenal
other paid parking
have done
facilities
it.
in the area.
There are people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just witnessed.
Arsenal really wanted this. I mean, look at those players now. Some are barely able to move. They squeezed every ounce of energy out of themselves to get this result. And congratulations to them.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action. And he was quick to react. Vitinha making good progress. And it's Messi. And it's been played through. Picked out brilliantly. Real chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. Thuram. He's found some space. And the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as quite an achievement.
Now it's Messi, showing good feet. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's tidy. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a... Mbappe! Oh, that's a fair try, but just off target. Arsenal have their second corner now. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Lazio have the chance to go the other way. Azar, a player who needs no introduction. No goals as yet. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Seedorf. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. Oh, he's having a go! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Hoeneß clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He's on it, can he get away? And a chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Vieira. Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. And it's Azar. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now that's a lovely exchange. Messi. Hoeneß. Bergomi produces the perfect tackle there. Vieira. Hazard.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Hoeneß. It's Seedorf. Now it's Mbappe. Shoots! Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Quality ball. Now it's Mbappe. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Check, try. Oh, what has happened here? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vitinha. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And he welcomes it in. Great
There
ball,
will be
and he's in
one
here.
added time.
Can he finish? He's delivered all right!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Once. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And if you do have a
Some
chance
first half
today,
thoughts?
please take some
Well, it's
time out to
obvious,
give your
Peter, that
support
this
to our
team
better
was set
stadium
up
fund.
to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Arsenal can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're underway for the second half. Arsenal currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Ernest. And they've switched it over to the other side. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out to the left flank. Vieira. Seedorf makes a dash for it. And this is Messi. Nice control. And Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Hazard, he's found a way through. Good, strong midfield running here. Seedorf. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pinches it off him. Seedorf. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Vieira going forward. Lazio appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Shapes to shoot! Well taken goal. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 10.
The two
Mbappe.
coaches are signalling
Number
changes here,
19,
both at the same time.
Ibrahimovic.
So that's
Number
two now without
21,
reply.
Hernandez.
Well, now's the time you can
Number
afford to be
17,
more daring, Peter. It may be
Messi.
tempting to sit on this, but
14,
I'd say go and grab a third.
coming on the field, number 20, Ito. Number 4, Bale. Number 23, Pele. Number 26, Gullit. Number 42, Toure. Substitution. Substitution in progress.
He leaps for it. It's bounced back off the post. And there's a goal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Lazio cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Can he get on the end of this? Brilliantly cut out.
Lazio really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. There will be a throw-in. And he's quick to return it. Marcelo is onto this. Oh, nice touch. And he's there to clear it. That's good play. And it's Vitinha. 75 minutes played. Bale! That is delicious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
It's turning into... Takes a shot! Arsenal leading now.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. This is their second corner of the game. Vitinha. That's very neat. There's the shot! And a neat finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't. It's Pele! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Arsenal now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this.
Added minutes
but
has been
has the
indicated.
opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Vieira. Bale. And it's Gullit. Well, that looks a decent ball. Bale. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good... Applies the finish! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Thuram.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Bale gets into a good position. Gullit. Oh, this is a great position. And we're done. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might have beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Arsenal really wanted this.